2018 Equinox's 1.6-liter diesel unit was developed entirely by General Motors, involving over 24,000 hours of computational analysis. It's also got 138 PS, 136 horsepower, and 350 Nm, 240 pounds-feet, of torque at its disposal. Fuel economy for the Equinox diesel is exceptional at 28 miles per gallon in the city, 38 miles per gallon highway, and 32 miles per gallon combined. The only other compact SUV that compares is the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid AWD, which has an identical 32 miles per gallon combined rating. They both cost nearly the same, but the edge in operating costs goes to the RAV4 Hybrid, at least while the price of diesel remains higher than gasoline in most parts of the U.S. As of writing, the national average is $2.997 per gallon for diesel and $2.604 for gasoline. That said, the Equinox is much more efficient than the RAV4 Hybrid on the highway, so it's the better choice if that's where you spend most of your drive time. Customers of the Tahoe RST will also be able to opt for the Potent Performance Package. This pack consists of GM's 6.2-liter V8 engine delivering 420 horsepower and 460 pounds-feet of torque and is coupled exclusively with the company's optional 10-speed automatic transmission, potentially allowing the Tahoe RST to hit 60 miles per hour, 96 kilometers per hour, in 5.7 seconds. Magnetic ride control suspension is also included. Given its $68,775 asking price and overall specs, the Tahoe RST stacks up comparatively with SUVs like the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT and Dodge Durango SRT. The two FCA options start at $65,695 and $62,995 respectively, and produce 475 horsepower, making them more powerful than the Tahoe, and with well-tuned suspension systems, better suited for curves, too. Powering the Traverse RS is a direct-injection Ecotec 2.0-liter turbocharged engine producing 257 horsepower, 261 PS, and 295 pounds-feet, 400 Nm, of torque. This unit is mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, contributing to an EPA estimated fuel economy of 20 miles per gallon, 11.0 LT/100 kilometers, in the city and 26 miles per gallon, 9 LT/100 kilometers, on the highway. At about $48,000 as tested, this Premier feels about as high Toyota Traverse as you could want. Pricing starts at $29,930 for a base L, and goes as high as about $55,000 for a loaded, all-wheel drive high country trim. There are several trim levels and packages to satisfy a wide array of budgets. Thanks to the new transmission, improved aerodynamics, and reduced weight, the 2018 Expedition is more fuel efficient than before. It'll manage as much as 17 miles per gallon city and 24 highway in rear-wheel drive, short wheelbase form, down to a minimum of 16/21 mile per gallon if you get the 4-wheel drive max. That beats out Chevy's V8 Power Tahoe and Suburban, which manage no better than 16/23 mile per gallon in their most fuel-efficient configurations. Electing the Expedition Platinum, however, requires premium gas to deliver all 400 horsepower. The numbers on the price tags have also increased, as is to be expected for a new model with more equipment. The cheapest Expedition starts from $51,695. A 2017 Chevy Tahoe opens at $47,215, while the Expedition Max begins at $54,485 to the Suburban's $49,915. Pile on the options, and it's easy to head toward the $80,000 range. The Expedition Platinum is $72,710 in normal length and $75,400 for the Max. Engine by turbocharged 3.5-liter V6, output 400 horsepower, 480 pound-feet, transmission 10-speed automatic, fuel economy 17 city, 23 highway, 19 combined, drive type all-wheel drive, weight 5,692 pounds, towing 9,200 pounds, seating capacity 8, cargo volume 19.3, 57.5, 104.6 cubic feet, base price $51,695. Was pleasantly surprised at the range and versatility of the Highlander's suspension. The ride isn't overly cushy, though it's plenty pliable for our nation's pockmarked roads. The handling, meanwhile, was more taut and direct than I've come to expect from most three-row crossovers. Likewise, the steering was well tuned with just the right amount of assist at every speed. The driving dynamics are backed up by a beefy 3.5-liter V6 engine producing 295 horsepower and 263 pound-feet of torque. That makes the Highlander one of the most powerful three-row, V6-powered crossovers you can buy, though not by all that much. Power here is directed through an 8-speed automatic transmission that mostly stays invisible in operation. Towing for this rig tops out at 5,000 pounds, which is very good but also matched by most other V6-powered competitors. The 2018 QX80 is available in both 2WD as well as 4WD, both versions using a 400 horsepower 5.6-liter V8 engine. Models with 4WD also features Infiniti's all-mode system with computer control transfer case and 3 settings, Auto, 4H and 4 liters, and are priced from $67,850, whereas the 2WD version starts at $64,750. You won't be surprised to discover the QX80 performs poorly in regards to fuel efficiency. That said, you may do a double take when you find out just how bad. We researched the least efficient SUVs and found only one with a lower combined miles per gallon score. The 707 horsepower, ultra-high-performance Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. That SUV manages just 13 miles per gallon combined, while the QX80 ekes out a slightly higher 15 miles per gallon. That ties it with a 12-cylinder. Cost and fuel are no object Bentley Bentayga SUV. Direct competition like the Cadillac Escalade, meanwhile, manages 17 miles per gallon combined. And the brand-new 2018 Lincoln Navigator flaunts an impressive 18 miles per gallon score, which jumps to 19 if you can live with 2WD. The 4.6-liter V8 engine cranks out plenty of power and torque, and unladen, the big GX will hit 60 miles per hour in a respectable 7.8 seconds. Though the automatic transmission has only 6 speeds, hurting efficiency and acceleration compared to rivals with 7 10-speed autos, it does at least promptly offer up-down shifts when you want to accelerate. The GX scores poorly in this category because it offers few advanced active safety features, and most of the ones that are available are pricey paid options. This entry-trim GX 460 doesn't have any active safety technology at all, besides a soon-to-be mandatory backup camera. Blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert is an $800 option, or standard on the $63,530 luxury trim level, while parking sensors are a $500 option. That luxury trim does offer a driver support package, for $4,340. It features automatic high beams, lane departure warning, front and side view cameras, pre-collision warning, and adaptive cruise control. That said, the rest of the driving experience is a treat. Ford's EcoBoost V6 doing great work under the hood of the luxury Lincoln. This is the F-150 Raptor's 3.5-liter bi-turbo V6, and it makes the same 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque here in the Navigator, with the same 10-speed automatic transmission, and your choice of 2- or 4-wheel drive. There's ample power for both city and highway driving. Low-end torque comes on strong, and power builds progressively. The 10-speed automatic is mostly well-behaved, though occasionally hunts for the right gear during highway cruising. Given the Navigator's size and power, fuel economy isn't anything to write home about, but EPA ratings of 16 miles per gallon city, 22 miles per gallon highway, and 18 miles per gallon combined are average for the class. The 8,700-pound two-wheel drive tow rating is a best-in-class number, though with four-wheel drive, that number drops to a still hugely useful 8,300. Engine by turbocharged 3.5-liter V6, output 450 horsepower, 510 pound-feet, transmission 10-speed automatic, fuel economy 16 city, 22 highway, 18 combined, drive type all-wheel drive, weight 5,855 pounds, towing 8,300 pounds, seating capacity 7, cargo volume 20.9, 63.6, 103.3 cubic feet, base price $72,055. Part of that impressive capability is thanks to JLR's new 2.0-liter Ingenium 4-cylinder engine. It's the same powertrain you'll find on the new Velar, or the Jaguar Z sedan, but in this application it comes paired to an 85 kWh permanent magnet synchronous electric motor with a 13.1 kWh battery pack, which itself produces 102 horsepower. Put your foot down in the two combined for 398 total horsepower and 462 pound-feet of torque, which is more power than you'll find on the standard gas-powered supercharged V6 model, which is only good for up to 340 horsepower and 332 pounds-feet. Engine turbocharged 2.0-liter i4, 296 horsepower, 295 pounds-ft. Motor 85 kWh electric, 102 horsepower, battery 13.1 kWh lithium-ion, output 398 horsepower, 462 pound-feet, transmission 8-speed automatic, fuel economy 84 combined, drive type all-wheel drive, weight 5,448 pounds, seating capacity 5, base price $95,150. The 2018 Nissan Murano is currently on sale and all models are powered by a 3.5-liter V6 engine which produces 260 horsepower, 193 kilowatts, and 240 pounds-feet, 325 Newton-meters, of torque. It is connected to Instronic transmission which can be paired to an optional all-wheel drive system. Compared to all SUVs, particularly ones powered by 6-cylinder engines, the Murano is more efficient than average. Its score of 28 miles per gallon on the highway, as rated by the Environmental Protection Agency, is very good for V6 SUVs around the city, though efficiency falls to 21 miles per gallon, resulting in a combined score of 24 miles per gallon. That's right around the mean. Fortunately, though, Nissan's 3.5-liter V6 is fine drinking regular old 87-octane fuel. Unlike the exterior, the Murano's interior looks fairly traditional. The one in my tester is a bit dark, but Nissan offers one of the brightest interior palettes in the business. The cashmere leather option turns every inch of hide, plastic, and wood a shockingly light shade of beige. That's up from the typical 3-year/36,000-mile warranty offered on other VW models in the US, and what most of its mainstream rivals also issue. This also bests previous bumper-to-bumper warranty leaders Hyundai, Kia and Mitsubishi with their 5-year/60,000-mile setups. Fortunately the Atlas is good enough to drive that I can momentarily live without music. I only had 3.5-liter V6 equipped models at my disposal because the 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 won't be available until later. The latter will produce 235 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque compared to the former's 276 horsepower and 266 pounds-feet. Even with no EPA mileage available on the 4-banger, it's a safe bet that it will best the V6's 18 city, 25 highway, and 20 combined MPG. Note that all-wheel drive is only available on V6 models, and this 4Motion AWD tester is EPA estimated to offer 17 city, 23 highway, and 19 combined MPG. No, it's not the best fuel economy of the segment, it's in the middle. Since the Atlas is one of the heaviest, its 4,502 pounds in AWD trim is skinnier than only the Toyota Highlander's 4,655 weigh-in. but it certainly is one of the better driving midsize crossovers. Engine options are expected to carry over from the Acadia, so choices could include an entry-level 2.5-liter four-cylinder developing 193 horsepower, 144 kilowatts, and 188 pounds-feet, 254 newton-meters, of torque. Of course, most owners will probably want to opt for the more powerful 3.6-liter V6 engine, which has 310 horsepower, 231 kilowatts, and 271 pounds-feet, 367 newton-meters, of torque. The engines will likely be paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission, which can be backed up by an optional all-wheel drive system. Fuel efficiency ratings of 17 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon highway aren't bad for a midsize crossover with all-wheel drive, but nor are they particularly exceptional. In around town driving, I managed to beat the EPA's combined figure of 20 miles per gallon easily. Working in the Acadia's favor is the fact that its engine does not require premium fuel, keeping gas station bills a little more reasonable. Power from the front-mounted induction motor is sufficient, if not exactly Tesla-baiting. Total system output stands at 161 horsepower with a robust 291 pound-feet of max torque. Not unlike diesel-powered vehicles, that strong torque figure allows the Hyundai to make highway passes with authority, but it doesn't render an impressive acceleration figure. 0-62 miles per hour comes up in a lazy 9.2 seconds. VW's new flagship SUV now measures 4,878 mm long, 77 mm more than the outgoing model. Width is now 1,984 mm, plus 44 mm, and height is 1,702 mm, minus 7 mm. The new platform and body also helps in making the new Touareg 106 kg lighter than its predecessor. Perhaps the most impressive feature of the new Touareg is its interior, which VW calls an Ovision cockpit. The dashboard now features a 15-inch touchscreen display merged under a single glass surface with a 12-inch digital instrument cluster. Some switches and knobs are retained for the frequently used functions, but otherwise it's all screen. The engine range will include petrol, diesel and eventually plug-in hybrid powertrains, all mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. The sole petrol available at launch is a 3.0-liter V6 with 335 horsepower and 332 pounds-feet of torque. Diesel engines include a 3.0-liter V6 offered in 228 horsepower and 282 horsepower versions, with VW to add a range-topping 4.0-liter V8 that produces 417 horsepower and 664 pounds-feet of peak torque. A plug-in hybrid powertrain with 362 horsepower and 58 kilometers, 36 miles, of EV range will arrive in late 2019 in China, with VW not announcing a debut date for Europe just yet.